Alright everyone, welcome to the GTA 3, the Definitive Edition playthrough. This is episode number 18, otherwise known as the I Hate Molotovs and Grenades special. Why? Because we're going to be doing the Rampages for Staunton Island, and I really had a hard time doing these because they're so annoying. Let's start off with the silly Molotovs one, right? I'm following the list of them as they appear on GTA, Wikia forums thingy, whatever it's called, right? And yeah, these gave me a hard time. I am not willing to repeat these ever again. I'm so glad that I got through these. Right, let's start off with the Molotovs and killing, how many is it, 16? Is that 16 or 18? Who cares? Yeah, burning yakuza members because why not? So Molotovs in this game are very, very annoying. I was barely near him, game. Okay, if the body's still on fire, it's not my fault if I walk near it, especially when there's money and weapons. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So, the big gripe that I have with Molotovs, and grenades for that matter, is because there's no... I thought this might be one of the things that they improved in this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. They should have included like an arc, or some kind of marker on the floor where the grenade or Molotov would hit, right? So then I'd know whether my shot was actually gonna connect where I wanted it to go, right? Because you don't want it to be too near you, because otherwise you'll set yourself on fire. If it's too far away from you, then chances are you'll overshoot. So, you know, it's very finicky, very picky. And also I'm guessing that the Molotov flames are kind of broken in this version. I didn't see anything about that being fixed in patch notes. I'm just saying that the radius seems very inconsistent, and also in some cases you can't even see the flames that are supposed to have set you on fire. I think it's going to happen fairly soon. Yeah, I was nowhere near those flames. I'd been closer in other attempts, but for some reason I got set on fire there. Incinerated, whatever you want to call it. So I did this, and then the next one I failed, and then because of the whole, when you fail on that rampage, the marker moves. The actual rampage start point moves. I decided to just reload and do it again, right? Because I'd forgotten about the whole saving thing until later on when I actually did implement it, and it saved my bacon a number of times. I couldn't do these in one straight run, and I remember being quite pissed off with one of them later on, which took me 3 attempts. I mean, this took me 3 attempts, but still. I also hate the grenade one. I barely passed that. I don't know how I did. I mean, I only had like 2 seconds on the clock before it was over. This one also annoyed me, the destroy vehicles one. I know you're supposed to kind of create a traffic jam, that's one of the hints and tips, but I thought that maybe I could do it otherwise, that cars wouldn't run away so quickly. Turns out that they do run away quite quickly, you know, they just drive off, so there you go. I would have hoped that, like I said, an improvement would be for the grenades and the Molotovs to have a marker on the floor where it's going to land, or, you know, just change the mechanics a bit so that it's more like the, I think GTA 5 had a decent enough grenade throwing mechanic, because it had an arc that you could physically see. I mean, for as much as I like the original GTA games, they were a bit Spartan when it came to things like that, because it's maybe a little bit immersion breaking, but still, I mean, it helps you to figure out. I don't exactly remember what's in GTA 5 for throwing grenades and stuff, but I just wish that they implemented something in this. I'm dead. Great. I just wish that for these definitive editions that they had implemented an improvement like that to make these rampages and stuff easier, because otherwise I never used grenade or the Molotov, I've got to be honest, because it's not easy to land a shot with these things. After a while you probably get used to it, but I can't be bothered practicing. It's just a rampage. I don't use these tools, these weapons, these whatever throwable items. So yeah, safe to say that I don't enjoy using Molotovs in this game, nor do I enjoy using grenades. So aside from complaining, I did actually, of course, manage to get all of these completed, all these Staunton Island rampages, and the only thing left to do rampage wise is a Shoreside Vale. So, you know, pleased that we're getting through things to get to 100%. We're still quite a ways off. I mean, the most recent mission that I completed was Bait, and you'll see that mission when we get there. It's going to be in the next episode, I believe. And it's probably better if I have put that mission in a different episode, because there's literally a whole episode where all we're doing is, well, 2 missions that are a pain in the ass, one of them that takes too long, and yeah, suffice to say that there are some missions in this game that I absolutely do not look forward to, and yeah, 2 of them are in there. Not because they're impossible, just because, I don't know, I'm just getting anxious about whether they change some things and I'm just going to get really annoyed by it. We'll find out. So yeah. Overall, this game has been pretty straightforward and simple. I think I've died a lot more than I usually would, but I've gotten used to things now. It's still not 100% in my brain. But hey, you know, at least it's been mostly enjoyable. And like I said in the previous episode, I haven't come across any game-breaking bugs or glitches. I'm just pretty annoyed about the Molotov thing, which I'm sure is a bug or something. It really shouldn't be like that. If you're gonna set me on fire, you should at least put flames somewhat near me, right, as in right next to me, if you're gonna use that excuse. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, just complaining. So, oh bloody hell, an ambulance, that reminds me to do paramedic. How much am I not looking forward to that? My goodness. That might actually be done in a stream. Don't know. Don't know when, don't know why. I'm just gonna say that, in the previous episode we obviously discussed the whole thing about Rockstar apologising for the way these games sorry, I'm clearing my throat. The way these games were released. Yeah, they should apologise. I have only played, just to give you sort of frame of reference, the patches that they're talking about. I did install them, and I think in the next episode they will have been installed, when we're doing, you know, Bait, among other missions. Bait is actually the last one that we do in that episode. But yeah, I haven't really noticed any real changes, to be honest. I think it's just been mission specific stuff and some dialogue. But the dialogue, when I say that, I mean like the speech text, and that has actually been picked up by a number of users. I've seen some pretty strange spelling mistakes and grammar problems across the across these games. Now, sometimes the speech is actually better and more accurate. I noticed that they still haven't done King Courtney's slang. They haven't included that in the subtitles, right? And I now realise that I could have probably made the subtitles a bit bigger in this game, but still, it is an option. It's just that I don't need them to be any bigger, and to be honest, I don't think anybody else does. I was going to put it on maximum just for accessibility's sake, but let's just be honest, it's still missing captions, right? Because my voice isn't getting captioned. It's YouTube at best that's going to be captioning me, you know, doing my subtitles. And some of the most hilarious things I've ever read have been through captions by YouTube. particularly because of how wrong they've got it. I know that my accent isn't one that you hear too often on YouTube, but you could at least try, because I am speaking perfect English, you know, I'm not speaking a different language. You can tell what I'm saying, I hope. So yeah, I would do my own subtitles if I found an efficient way to do them, and also it is just a painstaking process. I've tried it before in one of my previous Let's Plays, or I even tried to help out a creator once by doing some subtitles for them, because, you know, it was listed on their thing that this video needs subtitles. And it's just a painstaking process, because I have to keep pausing the video and writing down what was said. Whereas with real life subtitle artists in the world, for TV and stuff, they can do it on the fly, I think, as the thing is playing. I don't think they ever need it to be paused. Now, I could play the video in slow motion, but I don't remember that being an option, and even if it is an option, it might make things harder to understand for me. So I don't want to get anything wrong. But I think they removed the ability to do your own subtitles on YouTube. Probably because of instances where the captions didn't match up what was actually being said and people didn't check. I don't know. But still, I've never seen anything like that personally, but I'm just guessing that's why. Either that or nobody was bothering to make them, so it was kind of down to YouTube's automatic AI bullshit, you know? It's bullshit, because it really can't tell what somebody's saying. I've watched videos where somebody's speaking very clear English and it gets it right most of the time, but other times, how could you mistake that word for anything else? You know, lots of instances of that. I also hate grenades, by the way. Grenades are kind of even worse, because they have a big blast radius and it's easy to get caught up in them. Especially when they're running towards you, the enemies. And this one gave me some grief, because I'm on a console, I've got the sticks. So yay, unlike on PC, right? On PC you've got a mouse, and there are people on PC who can just pinpoint headshot in this game. Not for me. Not on console. So this took me 3 attempts. Mostly because I'm thinking there's some kind of weird, not a bullet drop mechanic, but bullet speed mechanic going on here. Because, look, when I press the trigger, I expect it to be instant in this game, because it always was. I got him, and I got him. Well, I didn't. Now I did. Yeah, sniping is just not fun, really. In this, because I'm aiming for headshots, there is another Rampage on Shoreside Vale which involves getting headshots, and actually there's 2, to be honest. There's one with a sniper rifle and one with an M16. I'm dreading the one with the M16, but I think that it will probably be a lot easier to have follow-up shots, because the M16 is it just sprays bullets everywhere. I mean, the moment that you fire a shot with the sniper rifle, it takes a moment to, you know, reload. But yeah, I just couldn't be asked. I can't seem to get these guys that are walking, because there seems to be something up with the timing. Don't know if that's intentional or not, but it really did annoy me. Probably the reason why I failed, to be honest. Now, just to sort of talk about something else, rather than complain about the rampages. So, what are some of the other things that I've been working on? What are the thoughts that I've been having regarding the rest of the Definitive Edition playthroughs? I honestly, at this point, I'm fine with completing GTA 3, but it's the other games that I'm kind of a bit worried about. Vice City didn't really fare well in the character model department either. I think worse than GTA 3, because whilst the models don't look bad, it's the fact that they look nothing like their original counterparts that's the problem. Characters like Ken Rosenberg, Tommy Vercetti, like the lead guy, to me doesn't look like Tommy Vercetti. I don't know how they got that wrong. I mean, this guy obviously looks like Claude. I don't really like the facial hair. Don't think they should have given him that, but overall, I mean, looks like him. CJ in San Andreas, I don't really know much about. I haven't really seen a lot of San Andreas. But yeah, 3 in Vice City's character models are very hit and miss, and I think even more so in Vice City. I think Phil Cassidy also doesn't look anything like he did. For some reason he's got a weird ponytail now. I don't remember him having that. I'm not dreading Vice City. I'm not like saying I don't want to do it. What I'm saying is I think it's going to be a bigger pain in the ass than GTA 3 is. Honestly. And, you know, it is, even though you'd think I'd like it with the soundtrack, right? Because I like 1980s music. I will enjoy the soundtrack. It will be a nice departure. It's just that I haven't played Vice City story-wise a lot in the past. I've just sort of completed it by using cheats and that's it, you know. Whereas I've Let's Played San Andreas before, I haven't posted anything because, again, the definitive edition came out and, well, it's kind of pointless now to show you that because nobody's going to be, well, I know that there's probably a lot of people who want to see the original version now, but yeah. What's the point completing it when I've got a whole new, got to do it all over again, so might as well cut my losses and do the new version if I decide to go that route. So it won't be soon when I do those games, it will be next year at the very least, because we are getting close to the end of November and close to the end of the year. So I was hoping to maybe, when I've completed GTA 3, do some footage on the side, but I might wait until they finish with these patches. I don't know. I don't know when they'll finish, but they've got to finish at some point. Because I don't want to run into any game-breaking bugs or glitches. I really don't, because then I'll just get really annoyed, and it will spoil the playthrough, let's just be honest. It will spoil it. I'm hoping that they're able to fix the stuff that's actually majorly wrong by the time I get to Vice City, and the rest might just be minor things. But, you know, this playthrough's gone fine. I haven't experienced any bugs, being honest. So, yeah, maybe I've just been lucky. Maybe it's just happened to a few people, or it's connected to something else that makes it happen. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think this playthrough's gone fairly well, but maybe things will be different in your version when you pick it up, if you ever do, because whilst giving a sort of mini review of this game, it's fine. It just really does depend on what you think, personally. What do I think personally? I think that this is fine, but obviously not what should have happened. It didn't release in a good state. I got it when it first released. I'm not really regretting it, but I'm just saying. Use your own judgment, really, because there's a good chance you may not like it when you pick it up, honestly. And furthermore, whilst oh bloody hell, yardies everywhere. Whilst I'm sure the other games are kind of in a similar position, whereby they're fine, they're passable. It's just that yeah, they've got their own issues, right? Just gonna say that. Would I recommend you go out and pick this up? Not really. If you really want to, then fine, but I'm sort of maybe regretting my decision to do this now. Yeah, because that money would have come in handy this month. And yeah, I spent $54.99, was it, on the trilogy. So, I mean, I think that's the last of them. Let's see, maybe there's another one. Let's find out. I think it probably is the last. Yeah, we'll see. We've got a little bit to go in the video though. Let's see what we're doing. I did cut out a lot of things, by the way, like me driving back to my hideout to get some body armor and health. That's the advantage of doing paramedic and getting hidden packages. You can get body armor by the time you get to Staten Island, and you can obviously find pickups as well. Like that's free if you're able to remember where they are. That's good. Yeah, this is a new one. This is the last Rampage on Staten Island. I think this goes by fairly good, but I do die at the end of it because I don't remember. I think I was just being shot at from all sides, really. Oh, it was rather funny because I think I got punched and died because I was on that low health that a punch killed me. Yeah, creating a traffic jam here would have probably been a good idea, but I decided I can probably do this. I can probably shred vehicles before they get too far away. So I did okay. Not perfect, just okay. I don't really want to be perfect at this game, I'm just saying, you know, there are other people who can do the job better than I can. But yeah, these rampages weren't fun. Not really. I'm not regretting my decision to 100% it though. It's not going to change that because on the whole, I mean, when I originally planned this playthrough, I wasn't trying to go for 100%. I was actually just going to do all the story missions and phone missions and vigilante, firefighter, and also import export. But I wasn't planning on doing the rampages until later on, closer to when the game released. And so, yeah, hidden packages, I think I was planning on doing those also originally because they make the game easier with the weapon pickups. I am going to die here though. Let's see when it happens. Yeah, everyone's angry with me, everyone wants to kill me. I'm sorry, alright, bloody hell, I was only destroying some vehicles. I'm pretty sure you would too. Oh god. Yeah, thanks mate. Anyway, that is pretty much the end of today's video. Right, the end of today's episode, episode 18. And when we get into episode 19 we'll be doing some more missions, so back to business as usual with the story. Thanks very much for coming, do hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode whenever it will be uploaded because I don't really have a schedule, I'm sorry, but I try my best to get these uploaded as fast as I possibly can. It just takes a long time, you know, the whole process. Thanks for coming. Do like, comment and subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force anything. And yeah, take care wherever you are. Preferably, you know, in a safe place. See you around.